I'm your host, Logman183. You're joining me for the Rake and Recluse, Chapter 20. Francine. You leave Perry and Lily to the reunion. Gideon is waiting not far off, watching the pair with a concerned expression. Did you see how he reacted when he couldn't find her? I think Help Awards has him on edge. He's not the only one. Do you think we ought to tell him of our suspicions? Gideon purses his lips. Not now. If all is as I hope, Hepperwort is out of our lives for good. Judging of the rest won't help anyone. You're not sure about that, but before you can say so, Perry returns. Alone. Lily's gone to rest in the carriage. I think we'll be heading back now. Perry looks overwrought and incredibly guilty. I didn't mean to say what I said. I should reassure him, tell him he needs to be more careful. Ask what set her off. Reassure him. Don't think on it, Perry. You've found her now. That's all that matters. I would disagree. One picnic is not enough to undo a lifetime of learning one's place. Perry scowls. What do you know of her place? As someone who has been in charge of her for most of her life, I know very well. She dodges eye contact, flushes whenever I say her name, is terrified of using our names. You won't help much on that score. I did not wish to make her more uncomfortable. Perhaps you need more time, or perhaps she needs to return to what she is familiar with. No, I couldn't bear to. Do you hear yourself, Perry? You couldn't bear? What about is best for her? Perry has no answer for that. He stares down at his feet for a long time before heaving a breath and fixing you both with a polite smile. We will see you at Francine's ball tomorrow evening. Both of us. And with that, he strides off. He's wishing Gideon the best, but Gideon is not wishing him the best. It's that propriety crap. The next evening, you're tucked into the parlor with Mercy and Amelia. Mercy is peering out of the window at the carriages lining up in front of the house. There are so many of them. I heard rumors in town that his grace was, a recluse. Precisely. But still, so many have come to see what you are all about. I should tell her. So stop dilly-dallying and helping me. Maurice, come away from the window, would you? People will wonder what you're about. I'm starting to sound like Gideon. And I need your help fixing my hair. Hair looks just fine. Maurice scurries over and pins your hair just so. She sighs in delight. Oh, you're such a beautiful couple. Smile and thanks, and look at the clock on the mantel. You're supposed to be presented in a few minutes. And I'm not even dressed yet. We won't be much of a couple if I miss the ball, though. Come, help me into my dress. There's a knock at the door. Amelia scurries to answer it. She returns with a velvet box. It is a gift from the Duke. Oh, for me. Of course, silly. She takes the box from Amelia and reverently opens the lid. Inside is the most beautiful necklace you've ever seen. Wow. Mercy fastens it about your neck so the jewel rests just above the hollow at the base of your throat. You touch the cool stone with your fingertips as you stare into the mirror. What can I possibly wear that will do this necklace justice? I should pick. That does. The blue and the white with the blue, the white, and the pink. It's actually well done. No. No. Even though, red and black. But, no. Yeah, I actually feel like this would go with it. It would have been nice had they not presented the necklace yet. And then it would have been, what will I wear with this necklace? And then it would have been the necklace changed. Like, could you imagine, like, instead of the pink, maybe the red? And, yeah, I mean, there are black gems. They're just, yeah. I'll go with this one. It is only after the dress is laced up that you look into the mirror and gasp. It's the dress and the necklace from the portrait of Madeline. Only it wasn't Madeline. I am an exact replica of the photograph in my father's journal. I'm Madeline. It's me all along. Eventually, you tame your awe and descend the stairs to the ballroom. Yeah, but what does that mean? I'm so confused by this. The time travel crap. The doors open with a flourish, and a man in livery whacks his baton 3 times on the floor. His voice cries out your name, and the bustle in the ballroom quiets as all faces turn to you. But there is only one face that stands out in the crowd. Gideon. The ballroom is lit in glittering splendor, and still you fix your gaze on Gideon's wide eyes and slack jaw. Finally, you land in front of him. He takes your hand gently in his and graces it with a kiss. My lady, you look beautiful. Thank you. Raise your hand to your necklace. It's breathtaking. I am glad you approve. I will commission a portrait of you in this very dress. I never want to forget how you look tonight. You think of the picture in your father's journal, and inspiration strikes. Your Grace, I would request you have it made a miniature so that you can keep it close to your heart. Gideon smiles and offers his arm. And so it shall be. Miniature. I like that idea very much. You give him a smile as you thread your arm in his. I think I'll want to remember this night for a long time. As will I. He leads you onto the floor. Every eye in the room is on the pair of you as Gideon sweeps you effortlessly into a waltz. I should ask him if he's on my dance card. Tease him a little. Yes, the necklace is entirely too beautiful. The dress I picked previously ruined it. The color was wrong, the trim clashed, and I couldn't possibly snub the Duke of Roxley in such a way. After all, he was so gracious as to grace us with his presence at the ball tonight. I would appear entirely ungrateful. There would be a scene. Entirely. Have you heard of him? Ah, he's a terrible bore, so I'm told. Ah, yes, mean, unsightly recluse, and quite obnoxiously proper. Is that so? Oh, yes. And what does this Duke look like? Smile wickedly. Well, stunning, really. When you said unsightly, I pictured an old, awful, filthy... Oh, no, no. That's part of the trap. He's absolutely handsome. And so long as he doesn't remove his shirt. Ouch! Gideon glares and tightens his hold around your waist, but you just smile. But with his clothes on, dark hair, bottomless green eyes, perfectly tailored suit. Your eyes travel his lean, powerful figure, perfectly fashioned tie. You look up, and his striking eyes and breath catches again. Stunning. Your voice is a whisper as he spins you across the dance floor. Francine. His own voice is breathless with want. Francine. You already said that. Yes, of course. Francine. You giggle. Francine, would you do me the honor? You trip over his foot, he catches you against his chest, and the rest of the ballroom disappears. He drops to one knee, staring up at you with twinkling eyes. Francine, would you do me the honor of becoming my wife? The ballroom breaks loose with gasps and chatter, but all you can focus on is the face before you. This is a huge break in tradition. Have I even really come out yet? He really must love me to do this in front of everyone. I should... Well, this is what I usually do, is diamonds at the end. When a book is coming to closure and you make that fateful decision for happiness or not. Except, of course. Yes. Your answer is barely more than a whisper, but it's out before you can think about it. But the utter adoration in his eyes convinces you of your choice. Yes, yes! Yes, Gideon! You're nearly yelling now. Gideon throws back his head and laughs. You grab him by his lapels and urge him to his feet. Francine, I love you. I love you too, Gideon. Music has started to play again. When did it stop? There's a smattering of applause, but Gideon has grabbed you by the hand and is dragging you off. Soon you're breathing cool night air in a secluded garden. It's wild and fragrant, so different from the maze garden at home. Home. Eldon Manor will be my home. He stops you beside a fountain. By moonlight, he looks more beautiful than ever. He does not waste a moment. He cups your face and draws you to him, lips warm and questing against yours. You inhale, tasting the familiar, unsweetened cinnamon of his lips. This is so wrong, but somehow so very, very right. How's it wrong? The guy just proposed to you. You are his fiancée now. You brush your hand across the front of his trousers, your knuckles grazing his erection through the fabric. His muscles react, his hands pulling your hips against his, melting you together. If I don't do something, he's liable to ravish me right here and now. Not that I'm complaining. It's time to tell him to cool it. You reluctantly break the kiss. Gideon, there'll be time to celebrate back at Eldon. Privacy. Gideon sighs and nods. As always, my lady, you are right. I must show off my future bride, after all. The word sends a shiver of excitement up your spine. Let me have a look at you. He studies your kiss, swollen lips, and smiles, brushing his thumb across the surface. There isn't much to be done about this. You blush, tucking your fingers into the front of his trousers and pull him towards you. Or this. You stroke the tip through the fabric with your thumb. All in due time. I believe the time is overdue. He grasps your shoulders and moves you away from him, breaking your hold on his waistband, but his eyes are hooded and dark with desire. I cannot wait to spirit you back to Eldon Manor, and I cannot wait to be spirited. You slip your arm through his and head back to the ballroom, only to find a furious Perry blocking the door. Oh, it's not over yet! Oh ho ho! Gideon, I love you today, tomorrow, yesterday, and forever. And here I thought we were gonna have that happily ever after. Olay. Okay. Alright. Alright, okay, alright. So, there shall be more chapters next week. Good, good. There was a lot of chapters this week, 10. I've done a lot of work today, holy crap. So, we have Twice the Growl, or Court of Nightfall, that's up next. I'm gonna take a little break, get something to drink, and then be back at it. So I guess I'll figure out what I'm gonna do next up. So stay tuned for that. Without further ado, thank you all for watching. Remember, if you did enjoy, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down in the description below, links to social media or Discord, and a few links to support me and my content. Without further ado, I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.